in California. I'll start that bit over. All right, hang on. All right, hey, all right. Good morning, Keller Williams. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for waking up this early on the last Friday of the year to join me at Producers Club. And today's guest, I have Mr. Steve Carrico from Keller Williams here in San Clemente, South Orange County, for those of you who don't know. He's one of the top producers in the office. He's been doing this for
25 years?
Just about. Just about. So I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Mr. Steve Carrico for, waking up this early and actually showing up in person with me.
Come on, Chris, I'd give you a kidney if you need it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. So he's awesome. So I want to give a little introduction from Steve on, just a little about his, upbringing, what brought him into real estate. Obviously he said 25 years of doing this, but Steve, why don't you tell our family up in Los Angeles a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I started up in the San Fernando Valley. I had a career with Tower Records, which was my childhood career. Hanging out with rock stars, got old very, very quick, and figured I needed an adult career. So I went into this in the San Fernando Valley, did it for 10 years out there, and then came down here to San Clemente and have been doing it for 15 years down here. It was quite a shock. The LA area is so different than down here. It's so difficult to do business up there as opposed to down here. I could give you a ton of reasons, and I won't go into them all, but it was quite a culture shock to come down here and do business. So you people in LA, I commend you for what you're doing up there.
Yeah, and for those of you like Nina, I mean, you're working with a lot of top producers up there. I know we've had many conversations. So the fact that you're doing very successful, it's not an easy role. It's not an easy job. And
especially up there.
Yeah, especially up there. So, when it comes down to, basically being in the industry for 25 years, you've gone through COVID, you've gone through the recession, you've gone through many difficult challenges in more than just one county, right?
Right.
So what would you say allowed you to persevere through each one of those, economic hiccups?
Well, for starters, financially, there were some tough times there. There were some very thin times. And I have an aunt who had been in this business since I was a little kid. And so I did get some good advice from her. And she says, you got to always prepare for those bad times. And my parents brought me up, you save a buck when you can. During those milk and honey years, I lived way below my needs, and I saved everything I could. And that allowed me to weather those tough times, because there were tough times. I got to San Clemente 2 months before Lehman Brothers melted down. I went to I came out of LA, where there is no loyalty from anyone. It's what can you do for me? And then I came down here to where the people are very loyal, and started farming a neighborhood that has been here for generations. And they all grew up with 12 people who became realtors. And so I was asking them to break that loyalty at a time when the market was going off a cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I hadn't lived way below my means, I don't know if I would have survived the big recession.
Oh, hang on. The camera's up. The camera just moved on us. It's an auto camera. Yeah, sorry. Hello.
It's an auto camera.
All right, well, let's stand up.
Where the hell did we go?
We're having technical. There we go. All right, we're back.
Sorry, you guys.
Hey, all right, we'll just lean on this.
It's flashing.
Thank you.
Is it going to blow?
Oh, hang on 1 second. What?
This may go past 8:30.
There we go. All right now. Ah, and we're back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyway, I was able to live below my means. I saved some money, which got me through that tough time, because coming down here, it was a very tough start.
Yeah. So when it comes to, like you said, breaking the loyalty, what were some of the tips and tactics you can give the people on here that allowed them to take the leap of faith with you? For some of the agents on here that maybe haven't had a transaction or is looking to have a stellar 2024 and meet new clients, what are some of the things you said and did to prove that you were worth, the leap of faith?
I guess it was persistence was
Okay.
probably the number one word that I could use. I came out here, I am a geographic farmer. I came out here and started knocking doors, and I had 100 people tell me, well, I'm never leaving. And to that I replied, neither am I. So it's been amazing how many of those homes I've sold now over the years from people who said they're never leaving.
Yeah.
But I just beat the street again and again and again, and I finally got a chance. Once I got that chance, I used that momentum to keep it going. I
love that.
bragged about it. I invited everybody I could. I fed everybody. I made a party out of our first open houses for brokers and for the general public. And I just kept beating the streets, just kept pounding the doors. And finally people realized, hey, he's going to be here for a while.
Might as well take that leap of faith with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, you said farming and door knocking and open houses, but it comes to lead generation, right? What has been some of the tactics to not only be consistent and have these people take that leap of faith with you, but what were some of the tactics that you first started that I need to get myself out there? I need to put my name out there. I need people to get to know who I am out here in this neighborhood that I just moved to.
Yeah.
And what made you think door knocking was the way to go?
Okay. Way back in the early years.
Okay.
When having a website of your own was, wow, he's got his own website. he must be, okay. And yeah, and I marketed myself in a .com world. You need a .com realtor. Okay. Now I can't stand a computer. I don't use computers to market myself.
Okay.
Okay. I don't. Right now, I don't even have a website. I'm probably the only realtor in Southern California that does not have his own website. They're useless. I've never gotten any business off of it.
Okay.
All my business comes from pounding the streets. Okay. Every month, I have gone out. Now, I used to cold call. Okay. Hated that. God, I just yeah, I just hated it. I just, at the end of the day, I felt like I've just been screamed at by 1,000 people who just want to rip my face off. Because we all hate those calls.
We do.
Right? Okay.
And for me to enjoy something like that myself, I'm just, I don't get
yeah.
why.
So I went to my broker and I said, there's got to be some other way. It says, go out and knock on doors. Now, I'm a very outdoor person, right? We like being outdoors, especially here. Mm-hmm. And so I went out and started knocking doors. And I knocked the same doors month after month after month after month. Now, you don't go out there. I never went out there and, hey, Chris, hi, nice to meet you. When are you moving?
I'm not.
Yeah. Okay, how rude. Okay, what the hell do you mean? When am I moving? No, hey, I'm working the area. Anything I can do for you, just give me a call next month.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple
Yeah.
as that. And I came back the next month. Now, when I came to town, when I first started doing this, I came out of Tower. Okay. The record business is filled with gimmicky garbage. Okay. So I did all the gimmicky garbage. Okay. Now I left Tower with about 800 promotional classical CDs. And I went through my farm the first time. I was handing out free music.
That's awesome.
Okay. No, it wasn't, because most people didn't even have a CD player.
Oh man.
Okay. But I put out a flyer, I'll do the work and you listen to me, or something like that. Okay, something corny crap.
But it's creative. I like it.
And then I got those little maze puzzles that you get at the 99-cent store with the little ball inside. You got to tilt it to get it. Selling a house can be a real puzzle or something like that. Just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And as I talked to people, I got 2 questions. And these 2 questions were just so common. One is, so how much or what did that house sell for? Okay. Because remember, this was before computers.
Yeah.
Okay. You couldn't just go to your computer and look it up. So everybody, what did that house sell for? What did that one go for? How much is that one? And the other one was, how's the market? Well, how's the market? I can't answer that for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And to this day, that's still probably my #1 question. How's the market? Because if you're a buyer, this market stinks. If you're a seller, this market is red hot. So I can't answer that for you because I don't know your situation.
Okay, that's fair.
So I started running numbers. Okay, this is out of our MLS. This is how many things sold. This is how much is active. This is how many things went into escrow. Here's how many things were listed. Here's the prices. Here's the price per square foot. Here is all of our numbers that we as agents are looking at. Okay, this is what we have to work with. The media is so bad in giving people that information. Oh, well, I heard that, this, that, and the other thing. Well, especially during the recession.
Yeah.
You had a ton of short sales. You had foreclosures everywhere. And the information people were getting were based off of these, CoreLogic or wherever they got it from, that included all of these homes that were sold on the courthouse steps, homes that were sold between a parent and a child. Well, that's not the market we get to work with, because most people are not sitting around with a stack full of checks to go to the courthouse and buy a house. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the reality of what we do. So those numbers were always skewed.
Sure.
So with what we had to work with, I gave them that information. And to this day, that's still what I give them every month. I give them the numbers of what's going on in our market. You decipher in your situation what it is that matters to you and how do these numbers affect you.
I love that. And how do people react to that when you send that out?
I've got people who tell me, Steve, I've got a stack of these. I keep every single one of them. Mm-hmm. And people love getting it. They look forward to it every month. And I don't mail it out. I don't just have some kid drop it on your porch. I'm out there myself physically knocking on the doors, talking to people. Because remember now, these are people that I've known for 15 years now.
Sure.
So, in the beginning of this, it's very difficult. And I'm probably the only person who farms geographically in this town.
Yeah.
Like this. Okay. People want fast results. This was a killer to get started. Okay. Yeah. It was almost 2 years before my first listing. Okay. And then you know, God, I lost my train of thought.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Gray matters. Frying up.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm
When it
old.
comes to the information that you get, obviously you say you're not really tech savvy or you don't like the computer. Where are you getting this information to, pass it out to the people on the streets? Like,
I'm getting it straight out of the MLS.
okay.
Straight out of the MLS.
And how do you find that information on the MLS for those who don't know?
I pull up actives. I pull up purchase contracts over the last 30 days or within the month,
Okay.
listing date, things like that. And you look at the stats in there and it'll give you the average square foot, the median price, it gives you all your stuff in the stats of the MLS.
I love that. And now that you have this information, you pass it out, you pique their interest to where they're asking you questions, and those questions can turn into appointments, and those appointments can turn into contracts.
Well, it's gotten now to the point, because I've been there so long.
Yeah.
It's, hey, Steve, we're selling our house. Come on over.
Love it.
I haven't done a listing appointment in 3 years.
Because they just call you.
They just call me now.
So what do you do when it comes to handling the clients once you guys are contracted?
I am a personal assistant until the close of escrow.
So how often do you keep up with them and follow up with them and update them and so forth?
I'm probably on the phone with them, or depending on how they want to communicate. Most of the time it's by phone. Okay. Now my demographic is older.
Sure.
Okay. I'm not in the TikTok generation. I'm in the, retiree generation.
Sure.
Good old telephone call. Okay. This is why I've really gotten away from computers. In today's world, if you want to do business with a certain company, you go online, you find the company, hey, contact us, and you fill out your information and we'll call you back at our convenience. No, you stupid company. You lost my business. I want to be able to pick up the phone and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to do it by email, because the answer you give me to my question may spawn 5 more questions.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back and forth for 2 weeks before I get the information I have. And there's a lot of people out there that are just tired of everything being automated.
Yeah.
They want somebody that they can just pick up the phone, call me, and I'm going to answer it every time.
I love that.
Okay. It's just a more personal way of doing business.
So what I'm hearing too is, because with all these agents, and there's tons of competition out there when it comes to, sharing the same farm, all these agents, you guys out there are using technology and all this, which is phenomenal, right? But it's crazy to think that going back to the basics sometimes can help.
Let me point something out.
Yeah.
When you're out on the internet, you are out there with who? Every single one of your competitors.
Yeah.
Every single one of your competitors that are in that computer also. When you're standing, Chris, we're standing here face to face. How many people where's my competitors? They're on the computer. I'm right here in front of you.
That's an interesting perspective.
Oh,
so,
and you've completely left your competition behind.
This is reminding me of, the Vince Lombardi, right? What was that saying he was saying to the football team after, I think they won, and he's like, we're going to go back to the basics. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the football. And he's telling these professional football players. And it's funny because everything you're telling me reminds me of that, because you're talking about going back to the basics and going to that human face-to-face interaction that,
as the world gets more technological.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Now I've got 2 young kids, preteens, and I look at what their life is going to be like when they are my age.
Okay.
The robots are going to be doing everything. If the internet doesn't crash.
Yeah,
okay. And everything is going to be done automated. Where's that? We're humans.
Yeah.
We need that human interaction. We need that human contact. And the people who are going to make money in that type of an environment are going to be the people who supply human contact.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Okay. It is a basic fundamental need of our species, of any species. You need that contact with the other members of your species.
I really like this because this is a really new perspective on, just real estate that we may just have forgotten, and it's just going back to the basics, picking a farm, door knocking, and getting face to face. Because, like you said,
what we're doing right here.
yeah,
That's okay.
Because I can't hang up on you right now.
Look,
Yeah.
we have a great time whenever we just sit back and talk to each other.
Absolutely.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah.
And it's not on the phone, it's face to face.
Yeah.
We have a good time. I leave feeling good. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, and your clients feel the same way.
Yeah, especially after you get to know them for a while.
Well, let me ask you something a little off topic, but when it comes to your clients and making them feel good, right? Do you do closing gifts? Do you make them feel special after? Do you thank them? How do you?
No, I don't do closing gifts.
Okay.
To me, it's kind of corny. It's something that's just going to go on.
Sure.
But now, because of my demographics,
Yeah.
every person that has sold a home from my farm goes to one of three places:
Okay.
heaven, assisted living or senior living,
Sure.
or out of state.
Gotcha.
All of them, unfortunately, are one and done.
How do you deal with new buyers that are coming in?
New buyers. I work with very few buyers because buyers are very labor intensive.
Okay.
They have no loyalty to you. If somebody actually does need to buy, I will do everything I can to get them out there and get them ready to buy.
Gotcha.
First thing is, okay, show me the money.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're not going to, have a lender that I can talk to already.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you to one of mine. Okay. Until you go talk to my lenders, we're done.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, but if you're going to take the time to go contact my lenders and get yourself all set financially to purchase a home, you're not worth my time.
Yeah.
I'd rather be out there finding a seller who's going to be loyal to me, under contract to me, and
so you're more of a listing agent, and I think that's
yes.
awesome because obviously you control the market that way. Now, when it comes to your listings, what do you do to promote that listing and get it sold as quickly as possible? Here
is one of the things that most people don't get anymore. Okay. Your marketing plan.
Yeah.
You can throw that out the window now.
Okay.
Your marketing plan consists of really two things.
Okay.
The pictures that you take.
Okay.
Okay. Because every buyer, where are they going to see that house at? They're going to see it online.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. That's where everybody, nobody's going to, get a postcard in the mail. Oh, wow, I think I'll go buy a house. No, it doesn't happen that way anymore. Somebody's thinking about buying a house. They're going to do one of two things. They're going to go online and start shopping online.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
The other place is you guys, the agents. Okay. It's going to be brought to your attention either online or by another agent. Realistically.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's going to buy a house because they saw it on Instagram. Okay. It just doesn't happen. So the marketing dollars that I would spend, I'm spending them on you guys. I'm spending it on getting the agents into the property.
Gotcha.
Okay. You've got to do that. There's no getting around it. I've got to get you excited about that house. So
the house sells itself.
Well, look, if you're priced right, it's going to sell.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to sell. But you have to court those agents.
Yeah.
You've got to be excited about that house, or you're not going to go to your client over here. Well, it's just go take a look. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Uh-oh.
Pay the agents. Okay. You know,
Am
am I allowed to say
I have
this?
no idea.
Am I allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
2% agents, just get out of the business. Just go.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, you know, in like
Yeah.
meeting areas for different brokerages, like your broker preview meetings and things like that, not allowed to talk about commission.
No.
Okay. But secretly, we're all sitting back going, screw these guys. They want to give us a 20% pay cut.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're doing more work than ever.
Yeah.
Okay. They resent that. Okay. They can't say it. They don't express it. But I've had a lot of conversations. Don't be cheap to the other agent. If you can't get at least a 5% commission, then you take, as a listing agent, you take the cut. Okay. It's as simple as that.
Sure.
But pay your agents at least 2.5% because you want to get them excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you get excited about it, hey, Jordan, come on over here. You got to come see this house, man. This is a great house. It should go quick. You need to get in here quick and come take a look at it.
And it's a win-win.
And it's exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is the broker previews.
Okay.
Okay. Like I say, it's open house for the agents. I'm going to feed them well. And then I'm going to give them a chance to make money, even if they don't sell the house.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So come into my open house, get a great meal, and tell me what this house is going to sell for. And the person who gets the closest at the close of escrow, the last one I did, I gave out a 1/2 ounce gold eagle.
Wow.
Worth $1,100.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So, wow, you're excited about
a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to your
So
next
you're-
one.
Right. And you're going to sit there and think, okay, I'm going to watch that house now
Yep.
because it's stuck in my mind. I want to see what's going to sell.
You're getting them engaged.
They are totally engaged. And
That's
they are
awesome.
going to remember that house.
That's brilliant.
But once again, the agents are the ones that are going to bring the buyers to the house.
Yeah.
Outside of that, open houses.
Okay.
Okay. Because you got to, I don't care how good your presentation is online. If you don't get into the house,
Yeah.
you're never going to buy that house.
Right, of course.
So you've got to get the people into the house. So I'm huge on open houses.
I love that. Well, the thing is, Steve, you've done a phenomenal job. And honestly, with people on here, I know it's the last day. I want to know if there's any of you, if you're okay with this, opening it up for a few minutes for anyone that may have questions.
I mean, yeah, I could give you a little more time.
So yeah,
Jordan,
we got a live one.
Yeah,
I got 2 questions.
Yes.
yes.
So first, you mentioned most of your clients are one and done. They go to 3 places.
Yeah.
What are you doing about getting family referrals or dealing with their investment properties or second homes?
You know what? I just don't, you know, they know that I'm here for whatever they need. Okay. I really don't. Okay. Think about this. Somebody of my age and older.
All right. Yeah.
I'm a little older than you are, Jordan, but, okay. Most of them their kids are in their 40s and 50s. They're well established. They're done. They're not going anywhere. Okay. So there really isn't that family and friends type thing. Now, friends, yes, they all send friends to me. Okay. Most of their friends are, well, she wants, you know, champagne taste on a beer budget. But, you know, I don't really waste a lot of time on getting that. I'm there for those people and they know they can refer me to somebody and I'm going to take care of those people as best as possible.
I love that.
Nice. And
So-
secondly, this is more a Chris question. so much value here. Why are you doing this at 8 in the morning?
Oh, well, for my San Clemente crew here, we do this every day, Monday through Friday. We have producers mindset from 8 to 8:30, and then on Fridays and occasionally sometimes during the week, depending on the presenter, we have it from 8 to 8:30 producers club, where we have an awesome person like Steve, who's kind enough to jump on this early in the morning, especially on the last Friday of the year.
Well, I'm an early riser. Man.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my LA people, clearly Orange County is still asleep. Okay, except for the people in the room here.
Yeah, that's part of the
Except for
problem.
Steve.
I'm up and going at 5 o'clock.
This is
and
why
I have
you're
to
so
sit around
successful.
and wait for the rest of the world to wake up before I can actually go to work.
So I love that. So is there anyone on the Zoom here who might have a question for Steve while we have him on here?
Is the chat box open?
No, Kim's running the whole thing. She's hosting. Yeah. So
I have a question.
yes, hit me.
How does this gentleman go get his listings? Because he's a listing agent. I think I am his age as well.
Okay, so she's a listing agent asking, and if I heard you correctly, how does he go out and get his listings, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so basically from the beginning, he's consistent in farming.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a door knocker.
Yeah.
Okay, it's as simple as that. I am pounding the doors, every month.
How many?
Religious, 11 months out of the year.
Okay.
I don't do December because people they're busy.
Sure.
If they don't know me after 11 months, December isn't going to change anything. Okay.
Sure.
And then in January, I do like a year roundup, which has a lot more information in it.
So
And
how many farms do you have, and how many doors do you knock per month?
I have about 600 doors
600 doors.
that I knock every month.
Okay.
And you try to hit those in the first 3 weeks and take the 4th week off usually?
Yes, I will go and work straight through until it's done, because this information gets pulled on the 1st of the month.
Yeah.
And then a couple of categories like new listings, closed sales, I do on the 3rd, because you got 48 hours to report certain things.
Yeah.
So by the 3rd, it should all be reported and done and accurate. Okay, but you go 2 weeks out and those numbers change. So you go 3 weeks out and those are almost old numbers now. It's
Yeah.
old news.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get people the most accurate, up-to-date stuff right away. So I'm just out there pounding the doors until it's done.
Well, there you go. Hope that answers that question. That was a great question, by the way. Do we have any more questions on here for Mr. Steve Carrico? Sometimes it can be a quiet one. No, well, you said a lot of good things out there. So I'll
I
give you a
have more
couple.
questions.
Oh, go ahead. Absolutely.
So he pounds the doors every month,
Uh-huh.
and then has 600 doors to pound.
Yep.
And then how many listings does he get every single month doing that activity?
Well, let's face it, it's not a lot. In this type of a market, yeah, it's
On average,
Right.
what would you say?
what, 4 or 5 a year?
On a slow year, probably 5 or 6, and then on a busy year, maybe 10, 12.
Yeah, that's about, yeah,
okay.
anywhere from,
5 to 12.
but I mean, you're in a $2 million market too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you can make a pretty good living selling 3 houses.
this is true. Yeah, because homes down here are not so cheap.
No,
Yeah.
no, my farm is a $2 million farm.
And it's a low turnover neighborhood.
Yes, it's because of the fact that demographic is old. There are people in my farm that are 2nd generation owners, 3rd generation
Yeah.
owners. It's a very healthy lifestyle down here. It is not unusual at all for people to live well into their 80s and 90s.
So that's
Okay,
gotta be.
and so by the time they are ready, and these are almost all single level homes.
Yeah.
So these people are staying in them very long. By the time they leave, their kids are at retirement age,
Okay.
and they just hand them down to their kids. Their kids move into them.
Huh.
So the turnover rate there, yes, is extremely low. That was a mistake I made, but I walked into a neighborhood and I looked at these houses and I went, I like these houses. I want to live here. This is a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, little did I know that with that being such an old neighborhood, there's not much turnover there.
Okay. Well, that's got to be
So
tough.
that is one of my big mistakes.
So consistency is key for low turnover in a high price point area, and just being
Yeah.
consistent with it. That's awesome. And that was a phenomenal question. So thank you for that one. So we still got, quite a lot of people in here. And I know we're going over 7 minutes, so thank you everyone for sticking around. So if you want, we'll
I'm in
stay.
no great rush.
Yeah, neither am I. So we'll stay on here for as long as possible. So if you guys have any other questions for Steve, please, hit me. Other than that, guys, let him know. But if you guys are going to jump off, have a very happy new year, and we'll see you in the new year. Until then,
Have a safe new year.
have a safe new year, especially.
Yeah.
But until then, we'll stay here for any other questions you guys have. So hit us.
No questions. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, guys.
no problem, Kim. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for helping me out here.
Mhm.
All right. So
Okay.
I guess, we're still on. So until someone else.
Thank you, Chris. Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year. We got to make that appointment.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Talk to you soon.